Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today's topic is about the third Caliph of Islam, Hazrat Usmaan bin Affan radiyallahu anhu. He was the fourth person to convert to Islam. Ever since he accepted Islam, he would free a slave every Friday up until his death from this world. From his maternal side, his genealogy meets up to the Prophet, to Abdul Muttalib, and from his paternal side, his genealogy meets up with the Prophet all the way back to Abd Manaf. He was known as the bearer of two lights, as he was married to two daughters of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Moreover, he migrated twice for Islam, once to Abyssinia and once to Medina. First, he was married to Hazrat Ruqayyah, peace be upon her, but she fell ill during the Battle of Badr and passed away. Thereafter, he was wed to Hazrat Kulthum, peace be upon her. No other person has ever been recorded to have been married to two daughters of a single prophet. Subhanallah. Hazrat Usmaan is also mentioned in the 10 companions who were granted Jannah by the Holy Prophet in the famous hadith. And it was during his caliphate that the Holy Quran was compiled and collected in the 30 juz format we all have in our homes today. When Hazrat Usmaan embraced Islam, his uncle tied him with a rope and said, "I shall only release you if you leave Islam." Hazrat Usmaan remained steadfast and said he would never forego Islam. Eventually, his uncle released him, realizing that Hazrat Usmaan would never leave Islam. It is reported by Tirmidhi that the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, addressed the companions during Jaish-e-Usrat. Hazrat Usmaan donated 100 camels. The Holy Prophet asked again, and Hazrat Usmaan donated 200 camels. Then the Holy Prophet asked again, and Hazrat Usmaan donated 300 camels. Thereafter, the Holy Prophet came down from his pulpit and said, "There will be nothing after this against Usmaan," meaning that Hazrat Usmaan has gained so much reward and status from Allah Almighty that it was as if Hazrat Usmaan didn't need to perform any further voluntary acts. Moreover, at the time of Bayt al-Ridwan, the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, called his own hand the hand of Hazrat Usmaan, and he pledged allegiance for Hazrat Usmaan with his other hand, as Hazrat Usmaan was preoccupied in Mecca doing the work of Allah and the Holy Prophet. In the Caliphate of Umar, a committee was banded to elect the next Caliph, and it is narrated that Hazrat Ali chose Hazrat Usmaan. Hazrat Zubair also chose Hazrat Usmaan. So did Hazrat Saad. Then Hazrat Abdul Rahman bin Auf asked the nobles and the majority, and they also chose Hazrat Usmaan. Thus, it was unanimous and a consensus that Hazrat Usmaan be the third Caliph of Islam. In 26 after Hijrah, Hazrat Usmaan extended Masjid al-Haram during his caliphate, and in 29 AH, he extended Masjid al-Nabawi, and he erected pillars of Maqusha stones. The roof was extended, and overall, the mosque was extended 150 yards in length and 160 in breadth. Hazrat Usmaan was martyred in 35 AH after a 12-year caliphate. At the time of his martyrdom, Imam Hassan and Imam Hussein were standing guard outside Hazrat Usman's room to protect Amir al-Mu'mineen. However, Hazrat Usmaan sent them home. The Kharijis urged him to fight, And when he refused, he was told to leave Medina and go to Mecca. Yet Hazrat Usmaan refused to leave the city where the Holy Prophet was resting. And eventually he was martyred by the Kharijis, and his blood fell on the Holy Quran, which is still preserved to this day. Hazrat Usmaan was martyred in the last month of the Islamic calendar Zil-Hajj. There are several narrations of the day, but there is no way knowing the exact day for sure. His janazah was led by Hazrat Zubair. He was buried in Jannatul Baqi on a Saturday night between Maghrib and Isha. At the time of his death, he was 82 years old. After his death, Hazrat Ali was chosen as his successor. However, there's a reason why Hazrat Ali took 3 days to accept the offer. Reason being is, Hazrat Ali was preoccupied in the Battle of Jamal when he received the news about the passing of Hazrat Usmaan. Moreover, Hazrat Ali was in shock of hearing about the martyrdom of Hazrat Usmaan, hence the reason why he took the oath after 3 days. Please recite Surah Fatiha for Hazrat Usmaan and pray to Allah with his wasila and send your deeds to him. May Allah accept all our pious prayers. Ameen.